Hey everybody, this is Mr. Storm, and in this video I'm going to show you how to complete your full Bootstrap website. I'm not actually going to go through it step by step. This is actually going to be a quick video. I just want to show you what's required, and I want to show you the example that I created just to kind of give you a rough reference for what you're going to be doing. So this is the final project for the term. This is a power standard, and this is going to use all the skills that you've learned so far in this class. This site is going to focus on one specific subject, whatever subject you choose. It's completely up to you. For me, I chose a video game that I like. For you, you can choose literally any subject you want. These are the things that you're going to have on your site. So there are going to be 3 different web pages that are linked together. You're going to have a home page, a media page, and a contact page. You're going to have a navigation bar that uses some form of Bootstrap plugin to handle its behavior. For me, I chose to have it stick to the top of the screen as you scroll. That's my favorite behavior for Bootstrap nav bars. But for you, it's completely up to you what you want to do. You're also going to create a grid system. You're going to use the grid system to organize your content. And I did this on actually all of my pages. I think I used the grid system. You're also going to have a media gallery with 12 images or videos organized using the grid system. You're going to have a carousel with at least 5 images with captions. You're going to have at least 1 table with relevant data included, and a contact form with at least 3 different input types, and 1 modal that shows up with relevant information. And you'll see how I use the modal in this website. It may be something you haven't considered before, but it really makes sense for what we're building. All right, so let's take a look at the website that I've built. For me, my site is about Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Let me move my face out of the way here. My website is about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the new Assassin's Creed game that's coming out soon. Or if you're watching this video later than, whatever, maybe it's already out. And so over here on the side, you notice I have all these pictures. Now you might be wondering, why did you name your pictures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? For me, just to make things easier for me when I'm adding images into a website, I always just name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 .jpeg or whatever. That way I know that I'm using the proper image when it comes to typing in the code for the source element. I find pictures in the order in which I want to put them in the website. So it just makes sense for me. That's just what I do, right? I also have a title image and a logo image here. So this is the title image. This is the logo image. I have a contact page and a media page. So I guess, let's see. I use Bootstrap for everything, obviously, right? So all of this is Bootstrap. Actually, let's take a look at the web page first, and then we'll talk about how I built it. So for this web page, I have the big header here. Then as we go down, I have a navigation bar. This icon actually links me back to the home page. I have a media page and a contact page. I have a carousel here that is pulling up pictures from the game, and these captions down here, you can't really read it on this on this picture, but if we go to the next picture, you can see I've added captions to the pictures. Notice how the nav bar stays at the top of the screen as I scroll. Okay. Then down here we have some cards. I have 3 cards using the grid system. I've put some cards in here with some information about the game. I have my table here, and then just to fill in the rest of the page, I have an icon over here. Let me move my face out of the way so you can see it. So yeah, all of this is using the grid system. Okay. So then let's take a look at the media page. So the media page, is built using the grid system. It has embedded videos, it has images, it has videos, images, videos. It's just a bunch of media that I've thrown onto the web page. It doesn't look as great as it could. I probably could have spent more time tweaking these or editing the images so they were all the same exact aspect ratio and all that stuff, but I just kind of threw them up here. All right, let's look at the contact. This is extremely simple. It's essentially just an email enter box or email input box, a password input box, and a remember me checkbox, and a submit button. Now, over here in the requirements, you're going to say, hey, wait a second. You said you need at least 3 different input types. Well, there are. There's an email, there's a password, and there's a remember me. Those are 3 different input types, right? And then down here, when I click submit, it will open up a modal saying you've entered the wrong password, right? The way this form is set up, it's not actually going to allow you to enter a website or do anything. This is just, I built it this way just because this made more sense to me in my brain. So that's how I'm using the modal. But yeah, that's essentially the website. No, I do not want to save my password. Thank you very much. So that's essentially my website. It's not a lot of work. It looks like a lot of work, but honestly, Bootstrap is doing most of the heavy lifting for us. So yeah, just come up with a good subject, build your website. If you want to kind of use the same idea that I used, that's perfectly fine. It's up to you, but I'm excited to see what you come up with. So, yeah, I don't even know if it's worth it to go through my code, because all of this, honestly, is stuff that you've done so far this term, and you should know how to do all this stuff anyway. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah, navbar, using the grid system. Yeah, that's all good stuff there. Okay, so I'm going to cut this video here and let you get started, because you do have a lot of work to do. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you later. Peace.